There are some games in this world that nobody can overlook. I'm talking about Sega Genesis games. Have you ever seen someone overlook this game, Contra Hard Corps? Maybe in 1983, 1993, forgive me, but not today. This game is a classic. Have you ever seen someone talk shit about Herzog's Y in our era? I haven't. Maybe EGM in 1994, but not nowadays. Have you ever seen someone dislike Dick Tracy? Have you ever seen someone say that Dynamite Headdy was not a fun game? Have you ever seen someone talk shit about Musha? Not me. Let's just keep on. About Alien Soldier? No one. About Gunstar Heroes? Gunstar Heroes? Who dislikes this game, right? And how about Rocket Knight Adventures? I mean, that game is the shit. Everybody knows it. And now let's talk about, this game, Atomic Runner. What? You haven't ever heard of Atomic Runner? What's wrong? What's wrong? Atomic Runner, it's a decent game. What's wrong with it? Well, your reaction is pretty much the reaction everybody had in 1992 and still now when they face this game. They wonder what the hell is going on in this game. And it's just as good, if not better, than the games I showed you previously. Because not only is it a very well-thought game, well-made game, well-looking and well-sounding, it's also one of the most interesting and innovative games. I wouldn't be surprised if this game, even though it had a little critical acclaim and it had, one of the worst sales ever, influenced a lot of games nowadays. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And I think that's why it deserves a review, just to make it clear that this game deserves your attention. God damn it! Nobody likes this game except me. What's wrong with this world? Let's just reset the Sega Genesis and show you how this game plays. So this game was made by Data East, and they made mostly bad games, but I think this was their finest hour. Doesn't that make you want to play it? Doesn't that make you have... I just love this game. And that's demo screen. That's what usually Atomic Runner plays. It's basically a shoot 'em up with platforming elements. Very creative. Let's dive right in. That's the storyline. You can pause the video if you want. I just won't go through it much because it's just one of those crazy stories. I think most people will like it. It's about a guy who has to defend the Earth from the Tatarians and get a super suit. And even funnier, if you're curious, there was actually an arcade game based on Atomic Runner in the past. And it was about the Chernobyl accident. Your guy is named Shelnov, and it's based on the Chernobyl accident. Isn't that awesome or what? They had quite a lot of courage to publish a game that way. But for now, I will not fail. No enemy can put a stop to justice. That's right, just get ready to get your ass kicked because it's one-hit kill, baby. So I'm the Atomic Runner, and I'm just destroying everything. When I press the B button, I shoot stuff, or I can just hold it. I have unlimited bullets. The A button makes you jump. And there are some new controls in here. If you hold the excuse me. If you hold the forward arrow while you jump, you're gonna make a front flip. Awesome, right? And if you hold the back arrow, well, that's back flip. If you shoot while doing so, you're pretty much invincible. And that's if you don't jump on an enemy. If you jump on their head though, they're the one who get the damage. And you have a lot of fun enemies like this hand you can kill. One thing to be noted though, you can't walk back in this game. You're the Atomic Runner and you don't walk back, you only walk forward. So when I'm holding no arrow, I go forward by myself at regular speed. If I hold the forward arrow, I just run fast. And when I hold the back arrow, I stand still, which makes me go back in the screen. But I can't pick an item I jumped over, for example. Like this orange item, I can't get. So those are the mechanics behind this game. The only thing left you can know is that if you hold the C button and you press back, you can turn around so you can shoot enemies in your back. And everything else still applies. So you shoot flames like in Castlevania, get the G for jump higher, and that's the way it works. That's just Atomic Runner for you. That's the first stage, and doesn't it look pretty or what? Those sprites are very detailed. Maybe it doesn't show right now on you, but if you can look at, pictures of this game, it looks very, very fantastic. I urge you to play Atomic Runner. It's one of the best games of that era, in my opinion, and definitely the most overlooked. It doesn't deserve that hate. Get the boomerang. That item is just mass destruction. See how much of the screen I can destroy with backflips and front flips and shit. And we're getting to a tricky part. I'm gonna try not to die. I try to destroy enemies before they pop up in the screen. Oh shit, oh shit. Whew, that was close. And I want to show you guys something really interesting. I don't know if you can see well. Yeah, I think you can see. That's me, that's a pyramid, and there's a guy on top there. This is the boss of the second stage. They show you the boss who's watching your progress. That's pretty smart for a game of that era. That's one little detail that nobody ever noticed. It took me enough years just to see it. But that's definitely cool. And even though I'm not gonna play the whole second level because I don't have time right now, you have to admit, that's a nice detail. So we're shooting these balls, and you have to destroy most of them, but you also have to keep some alive to cross this gap, because it's too huge for you to jump. And I almost died too. And destroy everything, aim up, aim low, backflip, front flip, yeah! Atomic Runner! The art direction is insane, I just love to look at this game. And that's the wall dragon. I have to defeat him in order to get to the second stage. Notice how the screens stopped scrolling. And notice how I had such a good arsenal, it took me no time to defeat him. When you have a wimpy arsenal, well, that's another story. And that's basically the map. You can see what the stages look like. That's Egypt, that's India, that's Russia. That's a brief look at the second stage. So diverse. It's not like in games just who look the same. A lot of diversity, and I just died there like a stupid Joe. And I'm back with my stupid arsenal of the beginning. Whew. So that's Atomic Runner for you. I hope you liked it, and I hope you enjoy watching it. I also hope most of all that you're gonna try it out. Because this game right now, if you want to buy an actual copy of it, will cost you $20 on eBay for a complete set. And, a retro game... Excuse me. A retro game for $20, that's a pretty good deal. Because most games nowadays, like the one I showed you previously, they're not underlooked. And that means they're $100 or more at times. Buy this game before people notice how great it is. Because it's really worth it. That game is just rare, for one, and it's also great for two, so you're gonna play it to death. I mean it. You can even have some difficulty settings, and you're gonna have the time of your life. Just give it a go, let you get into the game, and don't get frustrated over the new mechanics of it, because you'll find behind it a philosophy that makes so much sense, is so coherent, and a gameplay that just kicks ass. So, in conclusion, please subscribe to this channel. My name is Felix, and have a great time. Happy gaming.